USS Wisconsin, not open. The museum is also not open. Chrysler Museum of Art, not open. Norfolk and Southern Museum, closed. It's really awesome theater from the 1950s.
That was just fantastic. Welcome to Norfolk. Norfolk has a huge amount of significance for me. I've never been here, no family from here, but I'll explain it in a minute.
But first, most importantly, we need to get a bite to eat. So we're gonna go find a local spot and grab some grub.
This is definitely the biggest city that we've gone into on our trip. We made our way to Hell's Kitchen, which is on a big strip. So many other options, and the menu caught our eyes, so we're gonna check it out.
That looks so good.
What'd you get?
I got a Southwest black bean burger with fries.
And I got the buffalo chicken wrap with fries, and she's gonna bring out some of their house sauce, and it's supposed to be super spicy, so be good. All right, let's try their house sauce. That's so good. It's like really hot buffalo sauce. That's delicious. It's got a kick to it. It is so good. It's so nice to be in a city, not only seafood.
It has been so long since I've had a burger. That is awesome. It's nice and spicy, and I've been craving French fries. Basically any sort of fried food. It feels so good to finally have some French fries. That was delicious. We really needed some good American soul food. I don't know. But that was awesome. And now we are headed to the museum so Elliot can explain why this place has a special meaning.
When I graduated undergrad, my first job was with a railroad based out of Atlanta in Norfolk Southern. I worked IT there for a couple years. It just takes me back being here in Norfolk because I can literally see our lives flash before our eyes. Because when I was growing up, I was taught, 9 to 5, work your way up in a company, and that's the only way, that's the only way to make it in life. And that's what I started off doing. It's amazing to do that at the railroad of all places because their retirement benefits are off the chain and their pension. But we came to a decision, Jen and I together, after working there for a few years, realizing that that just wasn't the life that we wanted to live. Who knows, maybe it might work at the railroad again later in life, but it wasn't for us at the time. And looking back, I'm so happy about that decision. Because we're here, we're traveling, and we're not at desks somewhere, and that's great for us. And to each their own. There's so many other ways to live, and everything has varying levels of risk, and everybody has different responsibilities too. So I still have a lot of friends from my first job. I still keep in contact with them, and I'm looking forward to sharing that we're in Norfolk with them. It should be pretty fun. Anyway, let's go explore the historic district.
It's crazy because here in Norfolk, it feels almost kind of similar to Atlanta because we see the Norfolk and Southern logo throughout the city, and we saw it throughout Atlanta, and it just kind of feels a little bit like home. And also just the city life too feels like home. This is the USS Wisconsin. I don't want to go in it.
Look how huge those anchors are in that fender.
The USS Wisconsin served in 3 wars: World War II, the Korean War, and the Gulf War. And it was the last US battleship to fire arms. Unfortunately, it is closed today and it is closed Tuesday, but it does have tours, which would be really cool to go on, but we're not here that long. Is that right?
Nailed it.
Really?
Nailed
Do
it.
I look like a mermaid?
Exactly like it.
Oh, good.
What do you think?
I love it. That's so pretty.
What's really interesting to me about Norfolk so far is just the kind of stark differences between the historical sections and the industrial sections. It seems like they're very intertwined, and you have a lot of history here and a lot of industrial and urban development here, and it's kind of nice seeing them both and how there's cobblestone streets right here, and then what is this, like an NOAA marine operation yard. Coming up the Elizabeth River, there was just so many, you know, container ships and so much work. It's really neat.
Today would be an example of a day that we did not do a very good job planning. The USS Wisconsin behind me is not open. The museum that's connected to the USS Wisconsin is also not open. The Chrysler Museum of Art is also not open. We are here on a Monday. It is not a great day to be in Norfolk on a Monday. We've been trying to do our best to see some parts of the city, but unfortunately the Norfolk and Southern Museum that we wanted to see has been closed. And I don't know if that's because of COVID or if it's because they're moving their headquarters to Atlanta, but that's closed. So we have been enjoying seeing some parts of the city of Norfolk, including learning about the mermaids that are symbolic to Norfolk and learning about the history of the Navy through informational placards throughout the city. So we have learned a bit more about Norfolk, which we really enjoyed, but it was just not the best day for us to be here, and unfortunately we have to keep moving because, like Elliot said yesterday, so much of the Great Loop has to do with keeping a certain pace. It's challenging, but that's kind of the reality. So we will have to come back to Norfolk and explore a little bit more because there's a ton to see and do here. We just came on the wrong day, unfortunately. For the rest of the afternoon, we do have a few things planned in Portsmouth, but we need to take the ferry to go back. We're waiting for the ferry, so we are filling our time.
All right, first one to get it in wins.
All right.
I'm gonna go one-handed. I'm still gonna win. Wow, that wasn't even close. You won.
I wonder if this place is just like out of business or like.
You wanna do the victory dance?
To close out today, we are going to an old theater in Portsmouth to have a little bit of a date night. We are going to be watching the film Nomadland, which has come to us as a great recommendation from some friends. So we are so excited to finally watch it. We want to show you this really awesome theater from the 1950s, so we're going to be using our more pocket-sized camera. Fred Schoenfeld.
Fred Show.
You're the show.
I'm the show.
I'm the
Yeah,
Joe.
we saw the show tonight.
Thanks for the tour, Fred. That was amazing.
Wow. That was totally fantastic. We got the basically inside and out tour of the Commodore Theatre here in Portsmouth. And Fred basically, this theater was first built in 1945. Fred bought it in 1987. Spent 29 months completely renovating it, but keeping the majority of the items as original.
And this is the same detail that's on the front of the building.
Wow.
And he just drew this, and it was sitting in here. I said, oh my God.
And it just looks fantastic, and he has such a passion for local artisans and for local craftsmen doing things the right way, and it just really shows. Not to mention, he has an amazing picture, an amazing sound that was certified by Lucasfilms, which is just like, you know, that was just fantastic.
So that concludes our time in Portsmouth and Norfolk. We had a great time.
And follow
Cheers.
along for tomorrow on America's Great Loop when we are heading up into the Chesapeake, finally.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching. See you tomorrow.
What's it called? It smells so good. It smells like garlic. Information. Don't do that. Babe, come on. Babe, walk across the street. Across the street, not down the street. Through.
Can you get my toes?
Ooh, your feet are disgusting.
No, they're tan.
The USS Wisconsin. Ugh, this way. No Man's Land.
Nomadland.
Oh. Nomad's Land, which
Nomadland.
Oh. Several friends as a great recommend. We'll be kind of taking you a little bit undercover. Not really.